Howdy there, true believers. Welcome back to New World Nerds. I'm Superman Nico, and today in this video we're going to talk about every hero confirmed for the CW event Crisis on Infinite Earths coming out this fall and into the winter. If you're one of our New World Nerd faithful, you know that I usually stand up for these videos, but today I'm sitting down because there's just so much to go through, so many heroes to talk about. There was no way I was going to memorize all of these. We're going to run through all the characters that have been confirmed and that will most likely show up, but then we're going to talk about the ones that have been rumored and the ones that we really want to see. Just for your information, I have not finished all these seasons yet, so I'm a little behind, but I will catch up by the time Crisis on Infinite Earths shows up. Fake fan alert! Well, if I say a character that might have perished or might have been written off the show, let me know down in the comments. So sorry about that. Just tell me I'm an idiot. Sorry for the interruption, true believers, but there's a milestone that we need to acknowledge. This video marks the 10th week in a row that we've got a video out on a Tuesday. That might seem small or insignificant, but to this channel it means a lot. We're not used to being this consistent. To celebrate this milestone, we're going to unveil a brand new segment for these Tuesday uploads. We're going to go ahead and call it the Subscriber of the Week. How you get Subscriber of the Week, you leave an awesome comment on last Tuesday's video, leave a like down below, and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, don't worry, everybody's eligible. If you did leave a comment down below on the last video but didn't get Subscriber of the Week, have no fear, just leave a comment down below on this video so you can be eligible for next week's. It's really just a way for us to acknowledge the New World Nerd faithful out there. Without further ado, here comes the Subscriber of the Week. I think this segment deserves a jingle. I'm making it up right now. Subscriber of the Week. Subscriber of the Week. Comment down below to get in the next video. Still working on it. Let me know what you think about that. Maybe that would be the comment that you put, maybe to get on the thing. Subscriber of the Week is Mike Ross. He's been a New World Nerd faithful for a long time. He just put a comment on the last video and I was like, hey, let's shout him out. Mike Ross put, my favorite episode was every episode in all the Legend of Korra episodes. Talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mike Ross with the dankest memes this side of the Mississippi. If you didn't get Subscriber of the Week this time, you know what to do. Leave a comment down below in this video so you can be eligible for next week. And now back to the video. Without further ado, let's jump in with the show that started it all, Arrow. Oliver Queen, of course, the Green Arrow, Diggle, aka Spartan, Mr. Terrific, Wild Dog, Black Canary, both of them, either the Laurel Lance or the Dinah Drake, Arsenal, Speedy, probably Thea's gonna stop Lazarus Pit Quest or whatever they're doing. I don't think we're gonna get a Katana or other characters like that we haven't seen in a long time. It just seems like logistically it's so hard to get like actors back. They're probably got stuff to do. On the Flash, we got, of course, Barry Allen Flash. We're probably gonna get Wally West in there, Kid Flash, or just Flash, however you wanna call him. Killer Frost, Cisco XS. I don't know how her story ends just yet. Barry screwed up the timeline again or something, you know, just let me know. Jesse Quick from Earth 2, Jay Garrick, I know he's retired, but he'll show up again. He's gonna be in this bad boy. Elongated Man, King Shark maybe, because on the episode I saw he was kind of like an anti-hero. Maybe some of the gorillas, the good gorillas from Earth 2, not Gorilla Grodd. He's a real jerk, but understandable because they were super mean to him. Reverse Flash, all the Wells, I'm sure there'll be a big old Wells team up. It would be ashamed if we have Crisis on Infinite Earths and we don't get like every single Wells that we know in a single room. I think that'd be really awesome. Reverse Flash is gonna show up because he's a real son of a bitch. From Legends, we got White Canary, Adam, Ray Palmer. He's gonna come up again in this list. The actor, not Ray Palmer. Heat Wave, Citizen Steel, Vixen, Constantine, the Hawk people might show up again. We haven't seen them in a while. Firestorm, Zari, if they test me, they sorry. Jonah Hex might show up maybe. I feel like they could write him in. Rip Hunter, I don't know if he's still kicking it. I feel like he's not. I don't know for sure. I haven't watched in a while, but I feel like he's not around anymore. I'm sure we'll get some version of Citizen Cold, we'll get, Captain Cold, somebody like that. You can't have a big crossover like this and not bring back dead characters. For Supergirl, we're obviously going to get the digital character, Cara Danvers. We're going to get Dreamer, Legion of Superheroes, which includes Mon-El and Saturn Girl, Brainiac, Martian Manhunter, her sister Alex, Guardian, Superman, and Lois Lane. I think last time we saw them, I think after Elseworlds, were they pregnant? I know they were going to the old Krypton. I don't know. I need to, like I said, I need to catch up. If I say anything wrong, just tell me in the comments and be like, oh, this can't happen because of blah, blah, blah. You will not hurt my feelings. I'll be okay. Kate Kane, Batwoman, she'll show up in this because her show is just kicking off this fall. And no way they're not going to capitalize on this big event. It has been confirmed that Black Lightning will be a part of this crossover, even though he's not on the same Earth as the Flash and Arrow. With that, we got the hero Black Lightning. We also have Thunder and Lightning. Oh, a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning, thunder, lightning. The names are really easy to understand. They're all just weather stuff. There's going to be people in Crisis who aren't on a show normally, so this is where I'm going to talk about them. I didn't say this before, but I'm sure Barry Allen Flash from the 90s TV show will show up. He showed up in Elseworlds. There's no way he's not going to show up in this. Kevin Conroy as a live-action Bruce Wayne. For those of you who don't know, Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman in the 90s animated series and a bunch of video games and TV shows and movies, animated movies since then. If you ever read a comic, you ever just looked at Batman or said maybe like a Batman meme, you probably read it in Kevin Conroy's voice. As soon as you hear him, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's Batman. We got Burt Ward from the 60s Batman, that Robin. He'll be coming back and showing up in Crisis. We don't know what character he'll be playing, but I'm sure it'll be some sort of Robin character. I think that'd be really cool. It'd be cool if he showed up as like an old Nightwing or something like that. That'd be really cool. We'll get John Cryer's Lex Luthor as well. We're gonna get the Monitor in this crossover because he's the one that kicked off all these events in Elseworld. He's the one that made the deal with Oliver Queen. Pretty sure he's gonna turn to the Anti-Monitor. They're gonna fight the Anti-Monitor, whatever. For those of you who may be more familiar with Marvel Comics, Monitors I feel like are a lot like the Beyonders in Marvel Comics. The most interesting character that's gonna show up in this crossover for me is Brandon Routh returning and becoming Kingdom Come Superman. Brandon Routh plays the Atom on Legends of Tomorrow, but he also played Clark Kent Superman in the 2006 Superman Returns. I like Superman Returns, definitely reminiscent of Christopher Reeve's Superman. I love that era, I love the Golden Age Superman. I also understand why it didn't resonate with modern audiences because there wasn't some big action climax. It was literally him throwing a rock of kryptonite into space. Maybe real estate schemes as a Superman plot device are probably, you know, best to be put to bed. Now let's talk about the people who are rumored to appear in the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor on Smallville. This was confirmed quotation marks, and then Michael Rosenbaum quoted the article and he's just like, this is the first I'm hearing of this, so that makes me think that maybe this was a lie. Mark Hamill as a live action Joker, I think that'd be so cool. Those of you who don't know, Mark Hamill voices the Joker in the 90s animated series and a ton of video games, ton of movies, so it'd be really cool to hear that and see him dressed up. He also plays the Trickster in The Flash, so it'd be really cool to see him play a live action Joker. An interesting concept that started as a fan theory, which kind of like leaked into the show, is Green Lantern John Diggle, aka Jon Stewart. John Diggle is Oliver Queen's best friend, confidant, partners, aka former security guard turned Spartan, his right-hand man. We never knew his middle name, so we just knew his name was John Diggle. And theories started popping up since they're making a bigger Arrowverse that he could be Jon Stewart Diggle, aka Jon Stewart, aka the Green Lantern. This fan theory paid off in the Elseworlds crossover last year when the 90s Flash's Barry Allen said, John, you're not wearing your ring. Things must be different on this Earth. And then the fanboy inside me squealed like an excited little boy. I also squealed in real life probably, but that's not the point. The white whale of the CW universe, the pinnacle of returns would be getting Tom Welling to reprise his role as Clark Kent Superman from Smallville. Stephen Amell, the man behind the mask of Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, has said that they're doing everything in their power to try and get Tom Welling to participate in Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's in Tom Welling's hands now, whether he wants to do it or not. I don't know why he wouldn't want to do it. I don't know if he's doing a ton right now, but I think it'd be a really cool way to maybe get some more closure on his character, because we never got to see him really like be Superman. So I think that'd be really cool for him to return. I think that would make this feel monumental. Batman Brandon, I'm sure his favorite show is Smallville. He loves it. I know he would freak out if he saw Tom Welling like on the same screen as Stephen Amell, Oliver Queen, and Grant Gustin Flash. Just seeing it in my head, that just sounds so awesome. Those are all the characters confirmed and rumored for Crisis on Infinite Earths this fall and into the winter. This seems super monumental. Part 1 starts with Supergirl on December 8th, Part 2 with the Batwoman on December 9th, Part 3 The Flash on December 10th, Part 4 and 5 come out after the winter break, Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, they're both on January 14th, so it looks like a 2-hour special. This is going to be the TV version of Avengers Endgame, that splash page at the end. It looks like there might even be more characters if that's even possible. For those of you who don't know about the comic event Crisis on Infinite Earths, it was probably like one of the first big events in comic book history. We had all these different versions of characters, all these characters meeting up, but not only them, but also the villain showing up and helping out. And this event had lasting stakes. We're going into the last season of Arrow, so I feel like Arrow could definitely die in this crossover. In the comics, spoiler alert, get out now if you don't want any hint about what's happening in Crisis on Infinite Earths, but Supergirl and the Flash both perish in the crossover. I believe that the deal that Oliver Queen made with the Monitor was that he'd trade in his life so that Barry and Kara could both live. And it would also make sense because his show's ending. And he's the guy who started it all. Stephen Amell is the Robert Downey Jr. of this CW universe. So having him bite it at the very end will feel like the end of a chapter. It'll send shockwaves throughout the pop culture world. Let me know what you guys think about Crisis of Infinite Earths down in the comments. The comic book or the crossover. Let me know what you guys think about the CW shows in general. If you're falling behind like me, is this something that will make you want to catch up and watch this bad boy? Leave a like down below if you feel like we deserve it. Follow us on Twitter at New World Nerds. Subscribe to the channel, pretty please. We very much appreciate it. Thank you guys for sticking all the way to the end of the video. Keeping it out there, true believers. Pew, 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 pew.